Here's something.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this,
You have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever, welcome. However you all are, welcome to Toxic Tuesday, episode 166. Guys, we are revving up the engine with this one tonight. Seriously, we talked about diabolical, we talked about huge and crazy and insanity. This is such a wild ride to talk about. It's seriously one of the most craziest, outlandish, bombastic movies ever. And I'm so excited because this is the very first of 3 weeks of Jason Statham. Because in case you didn't know, he has a new movie coming out at the end of this month called A Working Man, which is based off of the Lee Von Cade book series written by Chuck Dixon, who also did comics. This is his vigilante series. And his first book, Lee Von's Trade, is what the movie A Working Man is based off of. So it looks like, obviously, this is Chuck Dixon's story, and then Chuck and Sylvester Stallone, because, yes, you heard that the Sylvester Stallone did the story for this movie, and David Ayer, who's also the director of The Beekeeper, all in on that movie together with A Working Man. So I'm like, you know what? We don't need Jason Statham yet. Why not do some Jason Statham? So I'm like, we got to rev up the engine, babe. If we're going to start off, we got to start off with Crank. So if we're going to come in all guns blazing, Judas Priest style, we got to be like the Painkiller, down the defenders of the faith, and let everyone in the world know that they have another thing coming when we're hellbent for leather. So it's going to be great talking Crank, then the Transporter next week, then the Beekeeper the following week after. So lots of testosterone, lots of badassery, just lots of great dudeness. Like, seriously, it's great. It's going to be freaking diabolically huge. But let's acknowledge these faces. We already have almost like 40 people here in our chat, which thank you all for being here. What's up, Groovy? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Planet X, Garvin, Dries Tornadoes. What's going on, Tornadoes? How's it going? The IJP Mexican, welcome to the show. Enjoy your stay. 11 Alpha, have you listened to Shepherd's Way? I have not. What's up, dude? I have to check them out. Keely Chow, what's going on? And then 6 with a $10 super chat says, Zax. And by the way, Zax will be here soon. Him and Price Reason. We're double guessing tonight. Double the dudery for this one tonight. And of course, for those of you also tuning in, this is part 2 of the Mead crossover event, because we started on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Now you're here. Then we're going to be hanging on Price of Reason, channel me and Tom with Professor R2 for the Night Owl. Let's acknowledge those our faces. DK Bo, Jonathan Conroy, D Bud Martin. How's it going? Look at Jana Banana. What's going on? How you doing? I like all these additional faces here. Thank you all for being here. I love this. Seriously, enjoy your stay. It's gonna be stupid. It's gonna be toxic. It's gonna be a little homoerotic, just the way we like. Oh, look at that! A legend named Dave C shows up. What's up, Dave C? CJP. Oh, long time no see. Welcome to the show, dude. Man, this is great. Well, let's bring in some of the dudes. No, we'll bring in all the dudes, and we'll introduce them one by one. And we'll start off with Tom.
He's so fucking gay.
I have not changed my icon yet, so I must talk like this through the whole movie. Throughout this film, I chased down this character in the film played by Jason Statham, and he never dies. Till the very end, I finally get that fucker.
That's great. Oh, we also have His Excellency Donald Trump on the Rumble chat, which, by the way, guys, we are on Rumble, so please, I want you guys, if you're one of those guys who wants a dual stream, you can do it. But for those of you, heads up, if you're hour 15, hour 20 minutes of this show, we're going to transition. All 7 dudes on this panel are going to transition live for you. But in order to see the transition happen, you got to transition with us to Rumble exclusively, so we can actually watch video clips and not get pinged by YouTube for it because stupid BS.
Do we have enough fluid for that transition?
Yeah, true.
We have enough tranny fluid. It's a lot of tranny fluid
here. It's going to make it a little tough to figure out how we're going to trans this fluid, but we'll figure it out. If anything, we will have a hang on this. Okay, we'll have a hang on this. Hi, 70s.
Hello. How the devil are you?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm great, mate. I'm awesome. Know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. I'm happy you're
Leave
here.
Leave it at.
I like how we have a bunch of bald dudes here too, and then we're talking about a bald man, so it's perfect.
Well, it's because bald is beautiful and tough and sexy.
And tough. Ooh. Yeah, it got the ladies in this movie. It got the ladies in this movie. So glad to have you here. Hi, red shirt.
Red shirt.
Oh, hey. Jana Banana says she's here for the stupid. I'm here for you, Jana.
Yeah, we are here for you. We are here from you. That's right. So let's have some fun tonight. It's seriously, I can feel we're gonna hit like superhuman retard strength with what we're gonna talk about tonight with this movie. Like, this reminds me of a guy who crashed into a tree and he spelled the word retard with one R. So it's kind of like wow, go figure. The guy who spells retard with one R would hit a tree. How
like
fitting.
Retired?
Yeah.
Retired?
He actually argued with us. He said, shut up, there's only one R retard. I'm like, dude, you're so retarded, you hit a tree with your car. Let that tell you something. Let that tell you something. A little life lesson that sometimes it serves you right. Hi, Mark. He'll be back. He's probably just getting the buttons poked and doing the chop, getting the sliding show ready. So we'll bring in our guests since we're doing a double guesting time, which we have not done it in a while. But you know what? It's gonna be good. It's gonna be diabolical. And I want to welcome, because look at me here doing this, moving our dudes. All right, we'll introduce the first guest. Hi, Bryce. I just saw you, and I get to see you again.
Yeah, it's our special crossover event. The Midnight's Edge beefaroni special.
Beefaroni special.
I don't know why I one day said that you eat beefaroni, and then I just run with that.
That is so freaking funny. The beefaroni.
Do you even eat beefaroni? Why do I even say that? I don't even know how I got it.
No.
It seems like something you would eat.
I could see why you would think that. To be fair, I could see why you would think that. But Price, it's good to have you here. Good to see you for part 2. Let's make this shit wild, because then we got the Night Owl later tonight.
Absolutely.
And Zach's slipped out. I hope he slides back in soon. He'll be back. Welcome, Davina Duckworth, the big ship. The Gilkman returns. Crab Craft 4 Beefy Reader. How you doing? Nick the Greek, JT Kirk, Steve Mitchum. Welcome, guys. Steve, I caught your message. I'll talk with Mark later about it. It's gonna be great.
Can you guys hear me now? Testing.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, now I boomer. Well, I didn't boomer. I had like a little nasty on my computer, so I had to reset Chrome. And then every time I go into something new, it like resets. You know, it's like, do you want to use your microphone? Like, no, motherfucker, I don't want to use my microphone. Yes, so got to reset everything. What a pain. Watch out for those viruses or those Chinese viruses, I guess, so you can get into your system. It can mess you up.
You can get the Kung Flu China virus, and they can get the Kung Fu virus from the internet. Wow.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, man.
I didn't have to kill my computer, thankfully. I didn't have to drop it on a car from 1,000 feet. But yeah, it's just got one of those like redirects. You know, when every time you do a search, it was redirecting you to another website. I'm like, oh, mother fudruckers. So, but great to see everyone. Yeah. So I was talking, and everyone's ignoring me. Wait, my mic is not working.
No, we were ignoring you, Mark.
Okay,
you were right the first time.
I was right. Like I should ignore the Rangers. Jason Statham's as good as the Rangers.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh,
never heard of the Rangers. No idea what that is.
Yeah.
Mark, you're only included here for the slideshow. You know that.
Oh damn! Oh, I had my hopes up that you guys liked me. Yeah.
All right, we got our second guest here. He's a man I'll be meeting with in person in Vegas next month as well, which should be cool. We'll definitely gonna get pizza. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be huge. Yeah. And also, it's been a long time. I think he was on here for Blazing Saddles last time. So this is a welcome back to Zach's on Toxic Tuesday. Are you ready for the badassery and the manliness tonight, dude?
I am ready, and I've been working hard to get the sweat going for this episode because, like with Crank, you can't sit still. That's the key. You got to keep moving, keep up. And then I had to learn how to use this whole different streaming app. So I think I've got it now. You guys can hear me this time?
Oh, we can hear you.
We can see
this
every
is how I
beat of-
started getting cranking. I started this way, and then I got bigger.
We can see every bead of sweat on you, Zach. It looks good.
That's Black Nick. I like it.
This is the regular shake weight. This is the big black shake weight.
Got to get warmed up first for that second one.
I did. I had to work my way. I'm like, I'll start off small and then expand my horizons and get big a little later.
Breathe.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I forgot how cute Amy Smart was. I mean, she's smoking.
Yeah. She. I forgot as well. This reminded me.
Hey, Mark, you wanna get?
I need like 2 minutes to get it up.
Okay.
I gotta take some drugs.
2 minutes. He's gonna successfully get it up for us.
I gotta remove a couple of frames. Let's just put it.
Oh, some toxic frames. All right.
Toxic frame. Yeah, women are so objectified in this movie. It's horrible.
You don't mean that. You mean it was great, right? You meant that was actually great. You're
His
like,
wife's in the room.
But Nick, we're required to say it was horrible. Then we make fun of it.
Oh yeah.
That's husband speak. Yeah. When somebody goes, when somebody goes, do you think she's hot? You go, oh, absolutely not. She's fucking disgusting. I couldn't imagine having tits so big and hips like that. And his wife, oh, I would fuck the shit out of her if I wasn't married. Oh, I mean, I'd hate to have to fuck the shit out of her if I was married to her. She gone again?
Does that dress make me look fat?
No, compared to a beluga whale. Men don't lie. We just don't say the quiet part out loud.
Yeah. Oh damn!
With that dress tonight on
I have never been married, but
I was gonna say that was like that dress versus the combined will of every man in that theater to keep that dress up. As the movie goes on.
Tom, with a collection like yours, I can't imagine why.
No. Well, Davina Duckworth's like Tom is married as F. No, I'm sure I would make a very bad husband. So
Tom Tom, you have too many movies. Are you gonna do something about that collection? Could you trim it down like 50 movies?
I don't understand why you need so many copies.
And that was the end of that marriage.
I don't understand. Do you really need 5 copies of Halloween?
That's when the fight started.
Why do you have to have every version of the Evil Dead? Isn't one good enough? Would you do it for me?
This is why my soulmate is Robert Meyer Burnett.
I thought I felt something between the two of you.
Oh, of course. It's just never going to happen. It's one of those palpable things.
Does he have several versions of the same movie too?
God, yes.
God, yeah.
He understands. God, yeah. He understands.
Oh, that's great. Wow, you really two are a marriage that works. That's fantastic.
Because we've joked about that before, about how, you know, when you've hit that level when a girlfriend goes, do you really need? Yes.
Oh, I've gotten that from Mrs. Redshirt. And I'm like, do you know somebody who needs a copy of the Blu-ray version of this? Because I just got the 4K.
And see, a smart husband knows better than to go, well, do you really need all that makeup in the fucking bathroom and this and that and the other?
And it's all of, and by the way, it's not only all that makeup in the bathroom, a quarter of it is on my sink.
Yep. Oh. It's like, do you really need 10 shades of the same blue? You say they're different. They're all blue.
I could tell you. I could not tell you. To me, I'm just like, what?
This is like blue, 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 blue. You're like, no, this is sky blue. This is aqua blue. This is
yeah.
Ocean blue.
What does that mean?
This is baby blue. This is
sky blue. Like, I just see blue. So I don't know what the shit you're talking about. Just is it red, blue, green,
I wish
black,
you just blew me.
orange, brown?
Good luck with that. If that
you don't need any eye shade for that.
Oh, damn.
Who are you trying to impress? You got me. That's another one that pisses him off, probably. She could come up with 10 things you never say to your wife.
And my wife was away for the weekend. Of course, when she came, there's flowers on the table. You know what you're gonna do. And then she's like, "What did you buy now?"
I was gonna say, what did you do?
I just missed you. I only bought 20 action figures this week, right? Yeah.
What'd you break?
Yeah, what'd you break? Yeah, no, I'm like, I missed you, so I bought you flowers. Yep.
No. You get me daisies if you miss me. These are roses. What the fuck did you do?
Yeah, right.
Tom,
women are all detectives.
I got a little secret for you. It depends on what color the roses are.
That's
if
true.
Red roses, you really screwed up, and she knows.
Yep.
And she knows. And she knows.
There's so many dead hookers in the closet.
Screwed up, Thomas.
I screw up before I even get married. See, that's the key.
So that's the way of getting out.
That or you realize this is not going to work and you boot them out. Yeah.
Look at it this way, Tom. I got married so that I could add somebody to my health insurance and stop having sex. You just cut out the middleman.
Basically. You're not wrong.
As Culture Casino would say, you're not wrong.
And then I got a dog and a cat, so that kind of, covers the rest of the bases as far as getting nagged constantly and having to get up and do shit and feed people.
Oh yeah, nobody gives you the guilty. Nobody gives you the stare to make you feel guilty like a cat can.
Nope. Yep.
Wake up on the couch. And the cat is on the back of the couch staring at you. You go, so I fell asleep watching Terminator 2 for the 37th time. What's your problem?
You haven't fed me yet?
Terminator 1 is better than Terminator 2.
I have to
Price of Reason is here.
He is here. Speaking of reasons, Mark,
2 seconds.
I was gonna say, have you overcome
I'm almost there.
dysfunction?
I'm almost there.
Okay.
38 seconds left.
So many Mad Mardigans had to die to make this episode, kids. You don't understand. We had to cut off so many heads.
It's my nightmare.
I smell horse shit. It's horrible, but I can smell it.
Smell that shit.
Smell that shit
Dewey.
good.
That's a new one for me.
That's such an underrated movie. I feel like people don't appreciate how good
They
that
don't.
movie is.
I don't know what it is.
I've seen that
What
movie. and I
movie?
still don't
Zach.
appreciate
You've
how
never
good
seen
it
that,
is.
Zax?
Yeah. What is it?
Oh,
You
it's
need
called
to
Walk
watch
Hard,
it.
the Dewey Cox story. It's basically a parody of like,
Oh,
like Ray and
So
Walk the
good.
Line and all that shit. And it was John C. Riley. Yeah.
I've heard of it.
It's so good.
It's fucking
seriously
hilarious.
So good. You need. I would go as far as to say it's essential viewing. It's essential viewing.
I would agree.
I like to find good comedy, so I'll take it for sure.
You take the children, but you
We
leave
know
me my
that
monkey.
movie's straight. We know it's essential view. What we don't know
Like, I don't know if it's gay unless you like make eye contact. Why?
that we
He does
we
make
think
eye
about.
contact with a penis. Now, is that gay?
Yeah.
Depends whose penis it is. Is it his own?
You can make eye contact with your own penis?
What you mean you can?
I
You
gotta
can
lose
do
some
that?
weight.
You can't do that? What are you?
I gotta lose some weight.
Tiny.
TMI.
I guess yours is smaller than some.
Oh, small. And everything else is too big. So it's a double problem. The Irish curse.
What, it looks like a potato?
No. More like
It
your
looks like
pinky.
a lawnmower wheel, 1 inch long and 8 inches around.
It's green.
No, I don't even get the good part of the Irish curse. It's like a pinky.
Diddly 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 potatoes.
I look like a child.
There it is. That's my night
Anna,
over.
are you entertained yet? Come on.
We're broken neck already. We're not even
I'm
started.
hung like a 2-year-old. That's where I'm at, kids.
Oh,
Now I'll never get hard again.
Sounds like a great movie title.
Challenge. That's a challenge, Tom.
it is.
I love how she's smacking him around for not getting hard in the movie.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And then she blued him.
This is one of the strangest rape scenes in history on film, but yeah.
Yes.
No, it
But
was
it's also-
consensual.
Great.
This is one of
Well,
the
the funny-
strangest.
It became
downplaying.
consensual.
We'll wait
This-
till we get to the scene in the car because I got a point that I thought was hysterically funny. Because he got pissed off even though he shouldn't have, which is really, to me, was one of the better jokes in the film.
Oh, the other thing too, when you notice they're always showing video games this whole movie, and then you find out that he's pretending to be a video game designer.
Is that what it is? I always thought that
Yeah.
it was a video game. That was the
So I
because you see
slowed it
this
down.
here.
Yeah, I slowed it down.
Yeah.
So, like, what's going on?
Because if you
And-
wait till the very end of the film, did you wait till after the
Yeah.
credits?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
and then I think there's something similar to that in the second film that kind of signifies that this is just a video game, and he's the main character in the video game.
yeah. So
That's why he's
Doberman.
indestructible, basically. Yeah.
yeah.
There's a lot of hints to that, like throughout the game. There's like video game hints. I think there's a few GTA nods in this movie. It is really the embodiment of hey, when they say sometimes these movies are like a video game, let's actually lean in on that concept. And they did. Like
Yes.
John Wick, eat your heart out because you thought you were a video game. Well, I think Jason
Yes,
Statham has
see,
to
like-
have a conversation with you on
Let
a
me just-
video game.
Mark, give me a second, real fast. This movie succeeds because it doesn't take itself seriously. A movie that does is Taken. Very similar. Mission oriented, got to get there, got to do something. This movie doesn't take itself seriously. That's like the scene in the as you said, the strangest drape scene in history in movies. What cracked me up was the reaction of the older middle-aged Chinese ladies in the audience who had a different view of the action, and they're smiling and laughing, and I'm cracking up at being reminded of what they're seeing and how they're reacting to it. It's hysterically funny. And that's what makes this movie work. It's this movie goofs on itself and it never takes itself seriously. That's why it's fun.
Well, that's why, like here, it's like it says initiate startup and Jack Corn, but like these are all flashes. So you might miss it. You know,
yeah,
it's
it looks
quick,
like
but when
something
you-
out of a 16-bit game, 16-bit,
Yeah.
like
Right here.
Genesis,
And that's exactly what the
SNES.
end shot is. If you remember, yeah, when we
Game
get to the end
over.
shot, yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that concept until, and I didn't see. I saw this in theaters, but I didn't understand the video game concept until actually I saw it on DVD. That's when I like really got, because at the time I was just enjoying it for being a Jason Statham action movie, because at this point I had only seen him in Collateral, and I think the first Transporter as well.
Yeah, how big of a star was he for this one? Was he?
Well, this movie became a bigger. I feel like it became a bigger conversation when it hit DVD, because I know it didn't do great at the box office theatrically. Like, it had legs for its small opening, but in terms of how big its number was overall, like when you adjust it for like inflation, it doesn't line up to like the first or even second Transporter, or even his newest success, The Beekeeper. This one was considered a very like relatively small movie, but it feels like
it was made for peanuts, though. That's the other thing. See, this is one of the earlier. This is one of the earlier films shot completely digital. In fact, this funny thing is, I watched it in 4K, and none of this film is even remotely close to 4K. But in fact, there's some shots that are in flat out 480p because it was shot with old digital cameras and shit. And I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't even kind of pitched as like a Grand Theft Auto movie, and they just couldn't get the rights or something. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah. I think
I did see this one in the theaters actually, and it was a fun show. It was a fun ride, and the audience was into it too, so it was a lot of participation, fun on the big screen. But yeah, you could watch it anytime, anywhere for sure.
I think this is the first Jason Statham movie I ever saw.
Oh,
and then I
really?
What an introduction to him as an actor, to watch this movie first. This complete goof of a movie.
Well, this is kind of the movie that put him on the map. I mean, he was already around at this point, but I can see where,
Snatch is what really put him on the map, though, I think.
It helped, but like this was I think this was even a bigger hit than that, wasn't it? Or am I wrong?
Snatch was a big deal. I think that gave him a lot. Wasn't he also in Lock, Stock?
Lock, Stock, yeah.
Yes.
But for me, the first time that I remember him having a very significant role in a movie was Snatch. And Snatch is like Guy
Snatch
Ritchie
did a little better, yeah.
Guy Ritchie is that's like one of his best movies, if not his best movie. So, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, this
movie
movie's a fun movie.
Is Sherlock Holmes.
What?
Guy Ritchie's best movie is Sherlock Holmes.
It is?
With Robert Downey Jr.
I watched all of his stuff, but I think that this is the one that gave him the most to do.
Oh man, it gives him a lot to do, and also it was nice to have a quick response to what it was trying to be, because how crazy it was. Because if you remember, this is a year after Batman Begins came out, and you could tell Hollywood was in a transition phase where they were using that movie as like a way to shift towards a lot of things kind of being rooted in realism. And well, this movie is really anything but. And like, I was, as much as I love Batman Begins, and I loved it then, I was initially worried as an 18-year-old, they're gonna make everything like super realistic. And I remember when people at the time who were seeing this after I got out of school, there were people I remember at the time who didn't like this. They said it's so unrealistic, it's so crazy. I'm like, bro, that's not the point of it, especially since I had seen it on DVD when I was having this conversation. I'm like, it's supposed to be over the top. It's supposed to be ridiculous, but people were not understanding the concept. Maybe it was just where I lived, but at the time, this movie was getting shredded on. It took for me to actually explore the world and realize, oh, there's a world outside me of people that like this movie. Hell yeah, bitch.
No, it was pretty popular from what I recall. I mean, I remember I think I worked in a video store when this came out, and I remember it being pretty big rental. People loved it. And I mean, I recommended it. I loved that it was fast paced, had zero fat. There's supposed to be a director's cut that I've never seen.
Apparently it's
like
5 minutes longer. 7 minutes longer.
Yeah, like 6 minutes longer or whatever. But I don't know anything about it other than it does exist, I guess, but I've never seen it. It's not on any of the discs that I have. But no, that's what I loved about it. It was so quick paced. It doesn't waste any time. There's zero fat in this movie at all, really. I mean, you can kind of tell it's a real stringy concept to begin with. It's your basic kind of ABC revenge-o-matic kind of thriller, but what you get is the uniqueness of the idea that he can't let his adrenaline fall. You know, it's basically Speed.
Speed
right?
with a person.
Yeah, with a person. Yeah. So like you kind of take that concept, inject that into, you know, pun intended, inject that into basically like, you know, like a Grand Theft Auto kind of world, because he does really get away with so much shit in this world that he'd have been dead, shot down by 20 fucking cops after the first 2 or 3 things that he does, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, if this movie were realistic, it would be Dog Day Afternoon. Siege, and he would die in the bank. I mean, come on.
Yeah. And there's a tons of other times he would have died too. Like, I don't know if they ever did one of those videos where the guy goes through like all the broken bones and how many times somebody would actually die, like Die Hard and all those. But if they did this one, he'd be dead like 10 times over. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Curly Rogue has a point about Transport. Yeah, Transport. I thought it was before Crank.
Maybe
it
it
was
like
like 05 or 04.
Yeah, Transport was a big deal.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. You're right.
It was the bigger deal at the time. It was the bigger deal movie. But what I feel like Claymdale seems to have the bigger success over time in terms of acclaim, even though Transport was the one that put him on the map. I feel like Crank was the one that was just like, bro, you have to see this movie type of thing.
This is more of a cult. This is more of a cult movie, I think, than the other one.
Oh, agree.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just give a shout out to Dwight Yoakam? I think Tom and I have talked about this before.
Oh God, I was going to say.
What a great actor! What a great, great actor. Given that's not how he started out. He's actually really good. He's done some really good stuff.
He's a natural, yeah. He's definitely a natural. Yeah. You don't say like, oh, there's a singer who's trying to become an actor, right? You know,
like 2 different personas entirely. For
well,
him.
what's funny is the movie I first remember seeing him in was, of course, you know, Sling Blade. And you're like, and you get to the end of the film and you see his name and you're like, wait, fuck, that was Dwight Yoakam?
That was Dwight Yoakam. Right?
You're like, that was not Dwight Yoakam.
Panic Room was in. He was so good in Panic Room.
And then when you realize it, and then you see him in all these movies over the years, you're like, God, he's a great character actor. It's like he did miss his calling at first, obviously. I mean, yeah, he's a good singer, good country musician, but his acting, like, he's a great.
Yeah,
just
he plays sleazy quite well.
Great creeper.
Well, he does both, because in this one he's in the more hero role, in one of the hero roles, and that's what I loved about this one, because this is one of the few times you'd see him as not a creeper. Right?
Is his friend a Transformer?
This guy, I don't know if he's full on, but I think that's kind of the implication.
That was the implication, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Pedro. And it's Pedro, yeah.
Is that Pedro from the
Yes, it's Pedro.
Familiar. I never knew that whole freaking time. I'm like, man, that guy looks familiar.
What the hell were you doing last night?
Wow. Damn, all my life was a lie. Well, look, there's a payphone sign. I saw a payphone logo sign. I
love how this movie also came out early times of cell phones. I think that's what you're going to say, Mark.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's okay. Yeah, but that's like, the girlfriend doesn't have a cell phone. It's like, probably back then there were some people who hold on. I don't need one of those phones, carry around a phone. Plus, it was expensive too. It was like 30 or 40. It was $40 or $50 a month sometimes.
Oh, it is that now, but you guys got to remember that was before inflation.
That was in
that, and I mean, I worked for a cell phone software company. I remember hearing collections calling people at this one company. You know, your balance is $1,375. Can we talk about a payment plan? I mean, companies were limiting their salespeople's use of cell phones because the roaming charges were eating them alive.
Yeah.
I mean, they were. I mean, today $100 a month for a cell phone for unlimited everything is nothing compared to what they were when this movie was made.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's why the guy on the plane, the doctor on the plane, he's like, "This is costing me a fortune." Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my dude, God, where I hear where he's with these guys, I was like, holy crap, they're gonna shoot the shit out of. And I know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to kick some black ass. I was like, bro, he would have so gotten canceled for that comment.
Right, today. You don't say that today. Exactly. This whole movie is like
there's
a
lot of
cancelable
this.
offense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is probably one of the more toxic films we've ever done on Toxic.
Oh,
Tuesday.
easily. This is definitely in the top 5 or so, or along those lines for sure.
Well, you remember the senator who famously used that term on on an interview. He got in big trouble. That was Joe Biden's friend. No, Robert Byrd, Bill Clinton, and Joe Biden's buddy, Senator Robert.
Oh,
Byrd.
did he?
Oh God, yeah. He said there are white bleeps I've seen. Yeah. So we got in big trouble for that. God, it was probably it was 20 plus years ago, but he was the former KKK member that was in the Senate. Yep.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Robert Byrd.
Oh yeah, no, he was.
They all loved Robert Byrd, the Clintons, and they all loved him.
Whatever they call him.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just Google that term white N, and you'll find everything about Robert Byrd. Yeah.
They're so civilized, even though they got 9 dudes that are gonna ready to shoot him. But remember, this is civilized, and
yeah, and this was on the news show. It was on Fox News Sunday. That's right. Yeah, with Tony Snow. I remember I found it. Yeah. But,
speaking of Snow, I like though it's so weird to see a guy who's as shredded and like in shape and healthy as Statham. Here he is watching him be a super duper cokehead. It's like, wow. I'm not used to this side of Statham here. Holy crap!
You gotta be different, man.
I like, to me, it fit not only like the time when I needed like a movie that to be so crazy, but I was also the guy who at the time I was always trying to test my body to see how much caffeine I could do to my body on a daily basis. So I feel like I was already kind of living vicariously in Crank in that regard, because I used to do a thing in high school called 2-liter Tuesday with Mountain Dew, where I drink 2 liters of Mountain Dew. And there used to be this also popular drink called Balls Guarana. So I'd have Balls Guarana on top of the Mountain Dew. And then there's the Mountain Dew Game Fuel. And then there was Red Bull Monsters in there. So I was like, wow, this guy feels how I feel, except with a heart problem. I was like, how am I relating to this movie in a really weird way? I was like, I remember my friends looking like, oh, that's you, Nick. You do that. And I was like, yeah.
I would have been a dead man many times over. Yeah. I'm not even supposed to have caffeine or alcohol. My God. Oh, yeah. So I'm watching Crank, like my heart would have exploded. Yeah.
I feel like Jason Statham was born 35 years old and has stayed 35 years old.
much.
God, yeah. He has the Ric Flair, Danny Trejo, Alice Cooper syndrome. They hit a certain age and then they stay that way.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Danny Trejo's been 65 or 70 for the last 40 years. Ric Flair has been 60 for about 30 or 40 years. Alice Cooper has been 60, 65 for about 50 years now. And yeah, here, Statham has been 35 for about 20, 30 years. And then Paul Rudd's been 25 for about 25 years.
And Sam Elliott was 50 for 40 years.
True.
That's good zone. No, hey, and then there's Ernie Hudson. If you want to talk about a guy who when they say black don't crack, man, Ernie Hudson. Seriously, he's like 80 now.
He looks better now than he did in Ghostbusters in the 80s.
He's in really good shape.
Muscle. Yeah. Oh shit. I mean, I'm the opposite. If you saw me in the 80s, you'd be like, "Whoa."
I'm not even half his age, and I'm just like, damn. I have no excuses. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, while we're at this scene with the main bad guy, it always makes me wonder why some of these bad guys always make the James Bond mistake. It's like, why not just kill a motherfucker when you have a chance?
I know.
Why do you always go through some elaborate way of killing them that only guarantees your downfall in the end?
They've learned nothing.
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 Every one of these movies always has this situation, and it's like, all you had to do is shoot him.
Then the movie doesn't happen.
Like, I love that Scott Evil makes that point. Which was it, the second or the first Austin Powers?
Second one, I think.
Yeah, he's like, why don't you just shoot
it together?
We can do it together. Yeah,
something we can do together. Do it now. No.
We're talking about super toxic moments where they talk about that scene later on. But funny how there was a downplaying of, let's just say, the grape when they obviously Verona and Chelos was arguing, and he's like, "I've been thinking about doing your mystery girl. That's right, I know her." And I love how Chev just downplays it. Yeah. You're gonna rape my grandmother, then you're gonna do it, blah blah, fucking blah. I remember when I heard that, I was like, bro, what? He downplayed this shit out. Most of the time, like any other dude in any other action movie, kind of like would have that moment of silence, the big dramatic pause, and be like, "Oh, I gotta get on with it." But he's just like, yeah, whatever. You ain't gonna do jack shit about fuck. Dude, what a response to that. And then there's a mall. Oh, dude, this is one of my favorite chase scenes ever. The fact that
this mall's got everything.
At an escalator.
Pure Imports.
Pure One Imports. Blues
Sorry,
Brothers.
I had to throw in my Blues Brothers.
I know, this is probably the second best mall crash chase, whatever kind of scene you got since Blues Brothers, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I loved how matter of fact he was when the doctor says, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Driving through a mole. Cops are chasing me."
Yeah. Well, and what's better yet is you got Dwight Yoakam, who's just like, yeah, okay. Anyway, what they did was shoot you up with the bait.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah. He's not the least bit surprised.
No. Then it's like, bang, crash, boom. Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so like.
Yes.
But that's what makes the movie fun. It's completely preposterous, but the way it just keeps moving along and you're there for the ride, you just kind of accept it.
Yeah. It never lets up. Not once.
And everyone else is so painfully slow compared to him, and you can see the tension within him, but like he still, especially with his girl, he lets her take her time and play it out, and that's where the comedy comes in for me. For this,
this is the worst effect in the whole movie. Sorry,
he changes the clock in the microwave. He's dying.
Yes,
it's about the daylight savings time on the microwave.
It's like that's like watching my father trying to change the clock on the VCR. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, when we used to have to do that for our parents.
Yeah. Oh, dude, remember when you had to fix a VCR tape using the VCR cleaner because of the blurry lines that would show up?
Yeah.
Oh, I love reminding people not just about VCRs, but like before there was auto tracking. It's like we used to be the trackers. Because remember your daddy like tracking
on the VCR.
Get your ass over there.
Turn the knob. It's like my dad could never set the VCR clock. Dad, you worked on the freaking moon program, and you can't set the VCR.
This is magic, child. It's putting pictures on my TV screen that aren't TV.
Also, Marky should have known all about video equipment, given that was filmed in a studio. The whole moon landing thing.
That's right. Yeah.
If anything, that's proof that it wasn't. These fuckers couldn't fake that shit.
They couldn't program a VCR.
They couldn't even turn a light bulb on if they wanted to.
Well, it's the outer limits. We control the horizontal.
Though.
Yeah, the vertical. No one knows what that is anymore.
I know.
When he rocks out to this song and he freaks out the cab driver.
Yeah.
Where he's like, and the guy's like, what the fuck is this guy doing? This is, I had never heard of this song. I heard people talk about the song, but I never actually heard it until this freaking movie. I'm like, oh, so that's what people are talking about when they say achy, breaky heart.
Really?
You never heard that song?
And this is a cover version.
I was a caveman. Yeah, I was like,
Ray Cyrus. You've never heard that? Was like the most overplayed song in the world.
Yeah. It was on every station. Even oldies stations were playing it.
I lived in
here's the brand new song, even though we're an oldie station.
Brand new song, even though blaster fuel. This is right
future
here.
Oldie. Future
oldie, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder how much money Billy Ray Cyrus made off that song.
Well, considering it's a cover song in this version, not as much. But he basically his entire career, because he only had like one other hit besides that I can remember, other than minor hits. And they were all country hits. So, as far as the pop charts go, yeah. But, I mean, you got to remember, for a country star to bypass and go into the pop charts like that, that's a pretty big fucking deal.
Yeah.
It does not happen very often.
Till Taylor Swift did it.
Till Taylor Swift came along, exactly. But then you could even argue, is that even really country? We've gotten to this point where country is more pop than it is country, but yeah.
We must have made
there's still some decent country. More decent.
There is.
Sounds a little more like rock and roll.
I was going to say it's more closer to that 80s Southern rock, like John Mellencamp
right.
kind of sounding stuff.
Yeah,
like, if you're into that kind of stuff, then you're
that's good. But when it comes to like Taylor Swift, no, from the first song that she made, it was crap. Then it remained crap forever, like a steady output of crap from the first song with the balloons and the cheerleaders until whatever the fuck she does now.
I'll turn the country station on here that I used to work at in town, and they'll play some shit that's like, how is this even fucking country anymore? Just because
there's heavy rock guitar in a lot of them.
Well, not just that. There's rap in them. Like they'll have the whole rap like drum beat going with some twang, and then the chicks going like, it's like that's not fucking country music. Like that.
So that's Swedish Chef rap.
It is.
I wrote a country song, but you guys already heard it, so it was 5 seconds
Inky
long. Oh no! It's
a computer
really
slow
amazing song. It's like, please don't touch my brother. That's my job.
You know, this movie, when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself,
I wrote that.
You wrote that?
Sorry.
Yeah, because I had to do a parody on country. So I was like, oh, this really sums up country. So that was my hit when I was in 8th grade. Yeah. Hit.
Big hit.
Oh wow, look at Mad. Jeez.
I was gonna say that this movie, when I was watching it, I was thinking like, there's no DEI executives here, there's no intimacy coordinators, there's no like activists on this movie. The people working on this movie wanted to make a movie that's complete, just fun and just adrenaline fueled, and there's nothing else. And this is what I miss about movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could just have fun, right? Yeah, just tell a fun story.
You know what? There is some weird like thing though. It's not. I wouldn't know. Obviously, it's not DEI. But you notice they would have really random elements pop up in the movie. It was almost like a tacked on in there, like to let you know, yes, this world has this. When they showed I think they showed someone's pants, and they had the rainbow flag on their pants. I was like, is that you trying to say? Was that the obligatory? We need to show that this type of stuff exists in the world. There was that, and then Amy Smart's character Eve, which is like, where's my birth control? I was like, you're about to get killed, and you're worried about your birth control pills right now. Really? Like one of the weirdest tacked on lines. Once again, it doesn't take away from the movie, but think about it. You wouldn't think about that shit when you're,
I think it was trying to show that she's kind of ditzy. Like, she's just a ditzy.
Oh, dude.
Well, and I think it's also setting up that she's going to get pregnant from their wild
for the
romp.
sequel, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Spoiler, he lives, yep.
Okay, I got
it's just leaving a little thing open for the sequel, and it also works for the character, basically, yeah.
Okay, I got a Rumble rant on the Rumble side here from Deeple 101 for $5. Says, hail the Toxic Tuesdays, crank it up. And I want the chat on Rumble and YouTube. I want this chat to be huge. All right, huge. It says, ahoy, panel and chat. Let's have fun tonight. We are having fun tonight. Thank you, Deeple, for the $5 Rumble rant. Cheers and beer, sir. Crank Jude. That would be if Chev had a son, Chev Chelios had a son, he would name him Crank Jr. That would be his son's name. Little Crank Jr. You want to go play Crank? Let's go play Crank. It'd be great. What, you expect me to find that punk Verona? Horse base? What are you talking about? Like that Joe Rogan shit? That when they made that conspiracy about him? Oh, that small time punk. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh, the chat's loading up with huge is good. Yes, get huge and cranky. Yeah, because it's 3 weeks of Statham, man. You have to get huge for this. By the way, there's 20 of you on Rumble. Holy damn. And there's 53 of you on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. And about 25 minutes, we will transition exclusively to Rumble. That's where we'll play our clips and tips there. Is that right, Mark?
Yep. We'll get some clips. I'm working on them. Yep.
Yeah, I remember thinking when I was watching this scene around the pool with all the ladies in bikinis, why don't I get invited to parties like this? And I thought, oh yeah, that's right. I've never been in that line of work.
You're not that rich either.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we got into YouTube. That's why we got into
Don't
YouTube.
invite me.
He already ditched the cab driver, right? At this point, if I remember correctly. Oh no, he's about to come back to the cab, and I like how he outs the cab driver right here. The fact that he's like, it's Al Qaeda, it's Al Qaeda. The guy's like,
yeah.
Oh no, I love America. He's like, no. If there's one line that summed up the time period, it was that line, because after 9/11, right here, Al Qaeda.
I beat the crap out of
that.
him.
Always alarmed people. If you mention like, oh la la,
I love America. I love Bush. I love Bush. I love that. I got that. Yeah, I love Bush.
Yeah, this is another scene you couldn't get away with.
When I went to school,
Al Qaeda.
Bush came to speak at our school, and it happened to be a Catholic university. And the guys in one of the senior townhouses made this big, huge handmade poster. Fairfield men love Bush. That was a huge poster.
We do. It's fair.
I mean, it's not wrong.
No.
And they're like, they couldn't tell him to take it down. It's like,
yeah, sure, Nick. We've got the clips. Mark did it. Yeah. Well, that's how I had to lead in on the factor for the show, because this is a very special show. The Nephrodine. I already forgot the damn name of this damn crazy drug.
Nephrodine.
Nephrine? Nephrodine.
Epinephrine.
Sounds like hermaphrodite.
And he's right. The guy was right. It's in nasal spray, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Is it seriously?
Decongestant.
It is seriously in nasal spray.
Damn. Yeah. I thought that was just for this movie, but you know me, I'm retarded, so I never looked into it. I was just like,
outside of the physical aspect, my understanding is like most of this shit is pretty much true, but like, yeah, I mean, his body would not be able to withstand all this shit.
Oh, no. Well, as the doctor said, you took the whole thing, didn't you? Yeah. You should be dead by now. I told you.
He's like,
of it.
Well, at this point, he had a few Red Bulls. He had a few drugs at this point. He's had some medication, and he's driving the way that he's driving. It is amazing. What he really put his body to the limit. I was like, ugh. And then I remember Doc was like, what's the stimulation of your blood vessels? Your urinary sphincter is tight as a nut right now. You couldn't pass to save your life. And then he says like, he says you have like a royal super duper hard on, right? And he's like, check. I got that. I was like, wow.
You're having trouble breathing. Check. You got a massive hard on. Check.
Your urinary tract
after he hangs up the phone on the airplane, he says to the two people in the seats next to him, just some medical emergency. After hearing half of that conversation, you buy that?
You gotta understand the amount of things I put my body through when I was in high school, between the 2-liter Tuesdays, 66 straight days of McDonald's. Like seriously, I was Charlie Sheen before Charlie Sheen. Like I was the original Sheen machine. Seriously, like you
got tiger blood too.
I had pre-tiger blood. So I was just it, man. Like the amount of stuff I consumed was more than anybody could survive. Like I should have been dead numerous times, and I just kept
Nick,
living.
I think you're unkillable. You should be in movies.
Yeah, right. I'd be a great stunt for movies. Other time, the bad guys would get mad in movies. Why won't you just die already?
Yes, we should pair you up with Wolverine for the next movie for MCU.
Oh God, Wolverine gets so annoyed. He would get so Deadpool too. Even Deadpool. That takes out when you know Deadpool. That's when you know you got someone who's a pain in his ass. Oh, yes. Nick Weiser, The Resurrection. Oh, what a movie. I'm in. Nick Weiser, the Resurrection, the life and death. And
is that a sequel to Nick Weiser, the Erection?
There was
wasn't that movie just a short? Wasn't Nick Weiser, the Erection just a short movie?
There was. I don't know if Mark, if we've gotten to it yet or not. But after all the talk about him having a rock hard, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
He's standing there in the hospital gown on the street, and this person looks down at him.
Yep,
and
I got that.
You got that?
Oh, of course.
I gotta say though, that's not a rock hard. That's half mast.
Are we going to debate the angles of the geometry of his penis? When he has a hard on?
Save that for Rumble.
I don't know how well it works.
Yeah,
for you,
we
Mark.
can have that for Rumble because that's where we can talk about was it a hard on or a soft on. We'll discuss there.
And maybe some people go more horizontal than vertical.
Maybe.
Sure.
Wow.
I don't
I
know.
love when he freaking.
Are you regretting it now, Zach's coming on the show?
Nope.
And Marcus already clicked for Rumble because
We haven't even gotten remotely gay yet.
No, we haven't.
This has been the straightest show so
He
far.
holds onto his hand, and he throws it to
Well, I'll
Pig.
show
He's
you
like,
gay.
"Hey, want to hold hands?" That was the most Arnold line of the movie. He said, "Want to hold hands?" He throws the hands.
Yeah, give me a hand.
Yeah, want to hold hands?
He wouldn't say that. He'd go, that's too gay. I'll say, here, give me a hand.
Give me a hand. Give me a handy. Oh man. Damn. I can now feel the Red Bull now like straight up kicking.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
And after
Great clip.
Deadpool got mentioned, I want to point out that Chrome Silver.
Whoa! Keep that shot right there, right out of
Yeah.
context. You imagine if you saw that out of context. Oh my! Oh
Yeah.
damn.
Oh.
Oh my son!
All right, I killed Nick. Nick needs some crank. His heart doesn't explode.
Nick needs something.
Once again, Nick's dead.
We kill Nick every week
Houston,
here.
we have a problem.
It's okay. I'll die and just come back to life. It's not a big deal. Oh, I'm not crying. You're crying. I swear on that. Oh, that shot. We gotta save that. That's got because when I do the Boxing Tuesday intro. Whoa, man. Holy shit.
Poor Nick.
Oh, yeah. You did this. Okay, my heart is beating. Oh, damn.
The look on the guy's face is priceless because you know that bullet missed him by like 3 inches.
I like how the way the photo is angled with him on the phone, like it looked like he was jerking off to what other Chev was saying on the phone. He's like, what? Like he was having phone sex with him.
And everyone calls him an asshole too, right? Throughout the movie, he's like, "Asshole, you asshole."
Everybody calls him an asshole. Yes.
There's that Linky Park guy, because that was his cameo in the movie.
What?
Yeah, that's a singer from Linkin Park. Well,
Really?
Chester Bennington, yeah, it's Chester.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yep.
R.I.P.
They credit him as like some stoner guy or something like that.
There he is.
That's him right
He's on
there.
there.
He's the one who lets them know about the epinephrine. Okay, I said it right. I'm not retarded.
There you go.
I'm half retarded. I said it correctly.
You got it.
Epinephrine. Oh,
Yeah.
Chester got.
You just have to laugh for 30 seconds straight, and then you can get it.
I actually did something right. Holy shit. Sometimes, you gotta remind yourself that, yes, I can do something right for once in my damn life.
I love the media.
What is this shit? Nasal spray? Miserable bitch. Oh, okay. I think I'm coming back to earth. I'm sure there'll be more homoeroticism later, but I definitely feel like I've come out of the closet full. Like I definitely feel like my heart is very much full and is just diabolical.
Tell him food poisoning or something.
What do you mean, get him out of here?
Take him to the car.
In case you hadn't noticed, I'm a motherfucking dwarf. So unless you got a forklift handy, maybe you should lend a hand,
That figures. You want all kind of set aside, special treatment because you're handicapped. You all the same.
Special treatment? I'm 3 foot fucking tall, you asshole.
That's another all-time toxic classic. Man,
it is.
I feel like I probably had a long shower after doing that one. After that movie, I was like, holy crap, I'm not gonna recover from Bad Santa for a bit. I think that was our last one for like a month, like 3 weeks after that, because it was just so insane.
I had to go
Some
to many
movies
sessions after that one.
I needed therapy after that one.
Nah, I needed therapy. That'd be great for dude. Oh, that's another thing. Zax, when you're in Vegas, you're gonna be there with me to be live witness proof that Comics Division and Culture Casino are the same height.
Really?
The same height.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh,
Conceivable.
It is very conceivable. I mean, I'm not gonna conceive them. That's really gay, but you're gonna see it in person. Like they are the same height. Don't be thwarted by culture's deceptive camera angles. He's being fake news.
Will he have his beard brushed up?
Oh, he'll have his beard. He'll have his beard all right. He's gonna have. There's no way he won't. He'll have his brush and everything too. But trust me, you're gonna trip. I mean, not over them, but you're gonna trip. You're gonna trip from this. I know you motherfuckers have epinephrine. Dude,
Culture is sponsored by a beard oil.
What?
That guy's a person?
If he's not, he should be.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you were serious. I mean, to be fair, that would be a good gig for him if we're going to be honest with each other.
I don't
here.
think he does. I don't think he does. I don't think he is, but it would be perfect for him.
Oh,
it would be.
What
That would be
is
a
this thing
promo he could do.
What is this thing? I don't know what's called, but he's like, put it on my chest, and then I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I love to have it. Give me some. Put the weapon down, man. The things that he takes and gets by on top of everything. My heart, yeah. No sympathy. Just I need this shit, bro. Fuck off.
Yeah, don't even think about it.
Give me the epinephrine.
And then he wants to get shocked, right? Wouldn't that kill you?
Yeah. Yes.
I thought the set says that Jason gets a nice defibrillator. It reminds me of that time we were on the streak of saying, hey, defenestrate. Remember, we could talk about defenestrating.
Yes, indefenestratable.
The
opinion is indefenestratable.
This show is now
words.
This show is defenestration of the nation. Oh,
sounds like an album title.
I don't know. I don't think I know of another word that is as absolutely specific as defenestrate.
What does that mean? Take off your
most ridiculous definition.
Take off your shirt, or what the hell was it, or something stupid?
It's to be thrown out of a. It's to throw someone out of a window.
A window. Oh, okay, out of a window. Okay.
Think Mexican Iron Man. Think Mexican Iron Man. Except involuntarily. Except involuntarily.
You know, your SAT scores go up for watching this show, kids.
Oh, damn.
Defenestrate, the word of the day.
It's such a weird way of talking about throwing out the window. I'm going to defenestrate you right now. Like, and then somebody what at me. Oh, I'm going to touch you. Well, why don't you just say throw me out the window? Why did you have to make a big complicated word with defenestrate?
For years, I thought it meant having your intestines ripped out.
Oh, I thought that was the name of like a sex
disemboweling.
That's disemboweling,
yeah, I thought it was like a sex move or something.
I'd rather be defenestrated than disemboweled. I think, though. Quite frankly,
Nick Weiser, in San Francisco, it might be a sex move. You never know.
The same way the Randy Johnson is probably a sex move in San Francisco. I could see that. Oh, damn. Yes. For those who know baseball, that line was for you guys.
Randy Johnson.
Because think about it, that name sounds like
pitcher.
a sex move.
It does.
I'm gonna give him the Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
Like when you say it like that,
Is he a pitcher or receiver?
He was a yes. Remember when he threw that pitch and he hit the bird?
Oh yeah, he killed the seagull. Yep.
That's freaking nuts. I couldn't believe he like
Did the same thing too, I think. Yeah.
that bird got a case of the Randy Johnson. Just saying. Oh, here it is. Just a fire check. And you got a steel heart on, don't you? Check. Let me check. Walks around with a freaking heart on in a freaking gown. Dude, I was so concerned we were gonna get some Johnson shots. I was like, oh bro, we're
more work for me.
Statham. we're gonna get a piece of Statham's mind. Which mind you want to talk about? I don't know, but shockingly we did it. I do know that Amy Smart's stunt double, apparently she had a supposedly not awkward engagement with Statham when doing that scene, because that scene. We're like, and apparently
was
she
he
was already
still very engorged from the other scene, or?
Wait, what do you mean a stunt double? It looks like Amy Smart herself is in that scene.
I thought apparently it was a stunt double for that scene. I know Statham does a lot of his stunts in his movie, but I know a lot of the car stuff he did. But I thought Amy Smart had a stunt double. I mean, you
Are
can
you
fact check
referring
me
to
if
the
I'm
one
wrong.
the scene that he bangs her, or a different scene?
Yeah, the banging.
That was actually
public.
That was actually Mad Mardigan. I have proof right here on the internet.
I don't understand. You could tell before it was this. You could tell it was her face. No. I'm so confused. That's not Amy Smart. He's banging her.
I think that's a big stick.
the expression he gave to the guy.
Yes.
Wow, Mark, you must have had some fun with this one tonight.
Yeah. I was worried. I always get worried that something's going to slip through.
That's what she said.
And the Rangers lost, and Mika missed an open.
There's no surprise in that.
He missed like a basically open net with 30 seconds left. Oh my god. Anyway,
Rangers suck.
Anyways, guys, about 10 minutes. We're going to fully transition on over Rumble. We have over 50 of you on YouTube, which, by the way, once again, thank you for being here, hanging out. A lot of new faces in the chat. I hope you're enjoying the shenanigans and the bullshittery that is Toxic Tuesday. But I really encourage you to transition with us in 10 minutes, because over on Rumble, we get to play the clips and the tips, and we get to play them in full length for you guys exclusively there without getting banged by the overlords from YouTube, because that's a place where we get to really, truly be ourselves and express ourselves. Isn't that ironic? On Rumble is where we really get to express ourselves.
well, we can talk about penis angles there.
Okay, that's your timing with that shot was perfect.
Go Jets, go!
Is that why
Go
they
Jets,
took
go!
taught us?
When I say that,
I refuse to
taught us
transition,
geometry?
liberal Nick. Well, I'm just saying, if you come to Rumble, I promise we are worth it. Just saying, because that's where we get to see these clips. So, and we already have 28 of you on Rumble there right now. So I'm just saying. So, great. Oh, look at that shot! Woo! Oh, damn.
I think that's safe. Yeah, you can show that. Yeah,
They're not gonna know it's the crack. They're just gonna think it's just like some, I don't know. It's a leg, statue, like in A Christmas Story. Wow, this is such an odd shot. If I didn't know, once again in context, if I didn't know, I would have thought, wow, Statham in a gown, weird. It's probably one of his weirdest unstathamy moments, but somehow for the craziness of this movie, it does work. And before we transition, of course, in less than 10 minutes, Mecha J says Toxic 8. Well, hey, you got a few more minutes with us. You gotta survive us. So then you can bow on oh God, the conversation he has with her as he's on the way. Oh yeah, you got a bunch of guys are on the way. They're gonna try to kill you, but just stay there. It's not a big deal, okay? It's okay. You don't worry about it, okay? I just hold still, you know. There's nothing to see here. Oh, it was, hey doll, I let you down. No. I can't remember now, but you get the point right here. I'll be right over here. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
And she's like, nothing's going on. Normal day, right? with my graphic, my game programmer, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to worry about. Yep.
taking her time.
Whatever happened to actress? I don't know. Maybe if anyone's gonna know, maybe Tom or Price. No, Price or Tom. Tom, Price. Nope.
I have no idea.
Came out. All right, never mind. We lost Price. Price, are you there?
Price is wrong, bitch.
Oh, all right. Price will come
tied
back.
up in someone's basement somewhere, probably.
Professor R2, check on him. Make sure he's not dead. All
Looks
right?
like she's been acting pretty steadily. She was in Scrubs and Stargirl and Justified and Shameless.
She's awesome in Stargirl. Yeah.
A lot of TV, it looks like.
Clobby, you should have watched Stargirl.
Amy Smart, yeah.
Clobby?
Oh, it was our running joke, watching Stargirl, and then finally told Claude that, if they didn't bug me so much, if Mark and the other guys didn't bug me so much, maybe I would have watched it, but they're not going to win, So that was like our in joke. And I'm like, it's got Amy Smart too. Yeah. So, she's very cute. Very cute. Yep. But she plays the mom and the mom of Stargirl. And that,
Did she really? That was her?
That's Stargirl's mom. Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And yes, Mecha J, you are right. He did have a lot more hair between this Transporter. Was it Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx, where he's in that opening scene where there's that briefcase exchange between him and Tom Cruise as Vincent, which is one of my favorite Tom Cruise roles ever because it shows you he's damn good at being a villain. And
yeah, he's great.
Seriously, he was freaking like usually that how they use the term cold as a way of describing something, like besides temperature. He actually was a cold-blooded son of a bitch in that movie. I was like, damn, so good. That'll definitely be a future Toxic Tuesday, that's for sure. Because his performance alone was freaking oozing.
Also, Mark Ruffalo dies in it.
Oh yeah, he looks like I almost forgot he was in, because when you look at the shot and you look at him then and look at him now, he looks like a total gangster, which is so funny because of how soyed out he is now. You wouldn't think it. He actually looks like a badass gangster, but man, holy crap! Yeah, Mark Ruffalo. He barely sounds like it too. Like it's one of those things you almost have to be reminded.
He was so bad in Mikey 17. Oh my God, the horror of that movie.
Oh, you saw it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, so bad. Oh, it was such an obvious anti-Trump, everything he's doing in the movie. And it's just
what possessed you of seeing it, Mark?
Well, I just say I found a way to watch it where it didn't cost me any money.
Okay.
Morbid
Okay.
curiosity.
But
Got
it was look at my avatar. It was horrible. Oh my god, we don't want to talk about that now.
Horrible.
I know you guys talked about it before.
No, dude. The fact that he freaking put his hand on the freaking toaster and then and she's, whoo, oh damn, bro. That just makes me uneasy.
Well, it's easily like a second or third degree burn.
Yeah, that's a waffle iron, damn it.
Yeah.
And he's toasting both sides of his hand with it. Ow!
Yeah, definitely. Like, if there's a part I'm just like, oh, this was that. That was like, damn, dude, that's a little overkill. I get it. Your heart's got issues. You gotta stay steady. Steady heartbeat. But bro, isn't that a bit extreme? And I'm saying after he's killed several guys, but bro, and he sees it and he still downplays it.
Wait a minute. Do you think that was extreme? But standing on the seat of a Harley Electric Glide police motorcycle at 50 miles an hour,
oh, that was no big deal.
Launched into a cafe wasn't extreme. Come on.
That was fun. It was fun. It was extreme, but for different reasons. That was just fun.
Right.
This movie's just
I gotta recalibrate
a guy.
Nick Weiser, I gotta recalibrate my impression of your idea of fun right now.
This movie's just speed by inside a guy. Well, for Mad Morgan, he wanted nothing to do but be inside Jason Statham. So this is actually really like the shoe fits for Mad Morgan, which I think he's actually live right now with Brahma streaming. Shout out to Mad Morgan and Brahma. I think those dudes are having a handy randy over there. Oh, sorry, honey. Oh, Chev. All right, chat. 3 more minutes, and we're gonna transition fully onto Rumble. And there's already 25 of you. Price, are you alive there still?
Yes, I am.
Okay, he's back. All right, guys, we got him back. Woo!
Why? What happened? Did somebody ask for me?
Yes, we needed you.
What was it? What did you?
Well, it was a question, and I can't remember what it was now.
Oh, what happened to Amy Smart? They were like, "Oh, Tom or Price would know," and then Tom looked into it, and it looks like she's still getting work. So, hey, a lot can happen in 3 minutes. So, yeah, maybe he had some deeds to punish as well. Hey, you gotta have a price of reason for your deeds. So that was his reason.
I have to tell you that many years ago, I've said this before. I used to do talent programming for venues and stuff like that. Sometimes even like celebrities would make appearances and things like that. So I got pitched a few times if I could find something for Amy Smart to do.
Oh wow!
But I asked around, and I don't know. She wasn't a big enough name. I liked her because I saw the movie Crank, and that left a good impression on me. But other people were like, "Who? Like, it's not a big enough name,
Oh.
So they wanted to be wrong.
I mean, I was hoping they'd book her, and then I'd somehow go to the event to make sure that everything was, was in order. I'm seeing this movie. Like, I mean, I don't know what she's like in real life, but like, she left an impression on me. I'm like, I have to go to the event.
Hey,
you're going to physically check in on her, yes.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody booked her.
He was going to make sure her outfit and everything was all set.
Yeah, he's a very hands-on guy when it comes to his, his work.
I just wanted to make sure the deal.
I saw you get banged in public by Jason Statham. You should be in my movie too. Just memorable. Oh, high price of reason. You're a nice fish, but I don't want to get fucked in public by a fish.
I just got up before, by the way, to grab a drink, but I didn't want to make a big thing of it, so I didn't think anybody would notice, but I guess you guys did.
Busted. Well, if anything, we want you to make a big thing out of it. That's what we expect out of you. Just saying. All right, chat. About 1 minute, we're transitioning, and it's going to be great. Clips and tips galore. And I mean, once again, share the Rumble link. And so already on Rumble, someone said, I just successfully transitioned to Rumble. Now feel so crank. Thanks, Nick. Oh, snap from Mercury Virgo. Hell yeah, bitch. That's what's up. That's what the fuck is up. Okay. Oh, it's gonna get wholesome on Rumble. I promise. That's not a request. That's a promise. I mean, we're gonna get into some of the nitty gritty, the nudie grundy over there. So it's gonna be great. Look at that rugged beard.
All boobs all the time.
All dudes all the time.
All boobs all the time.
Oh well.
What Nick
close
said.
out.
I think we voted. Aren't we all sick of boobs at this point? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Speak for yourself.
That was the reaction I was looking for. What?
What do you want, a Monty Python and Life of Brian reaction? You got it.
I got the reaction I was looking for.
There it is.
You are all different. I'm not.
Oh, we're gonna leave on the perfect cliffhanger for the chat to get them to transition with us. Once again, chat, here we are. This is it. We're leaving on a cliffhanger. We're gonna transition out of Rumble.
Who did we lose?
YouTube right now. We're transitioning to Rumble exclusively in 10, 9,
we talk about
8,
Chinese
7,
now?
Lost Mark.
6. He'll be back. 5.
He'll be back.
4, 3, 2, and 1. And Rumble, we are.